Hello guys, so welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Excel Island, where the goal and objective is to learn and master Python over the next 100 days. Today is day 68, so we'll continue from where we stopped on day 67, where we're actually learning how to do data cleaning and imputation in Python, where you get to address missing data, dealing with missing data, and learn about different strategies for removing and remaining or dealing with missing data in general and converting and analyzing categorical data in Python. So we started all of these from the chapter 2 of the course, Exploratory Data Analysis in Python. In the first chapter, we learned all about getting to know your data sets and doing summary statistics, like what should you do when you first inherit a new data set. That was what we learned on day 66 and the 67. So yesterday was day 67, where we continue on data cleaning and input, where we started the new chapter of the course, which is addressing missing data, dealing with missing data, and strategies for removing or remaining missing data. So you can catch up on all of that on day 67. So today, which is day 68, we're going to continue from there and learn about working with numerical data and what to do with missing data when they are called or numerical data in general. So we've done a lot. So without further ado, let's jump back to learning and continue from where we stopped. Also, the exercise files and Python files and CSV files will be linked under the YouTube description. So you can just download those files also and practice along with me. So let's continue from there. So I have my Jupyter notebook launched already. This is where we stopped from day 67. You can go back to the live stream tab and catch up on all of this line of code to really understand what we're actually doing in this instance. Okay, so this is what we covered in the last 24 or 18 hours. So let's continue.
Time to switch our focus onto working with numeric data. So far, we've been looking at a modified version of the Data Professionals dataset. Let's print summary information about our original data frame. The first thing that jumps out is that the salary USD column we've been working with is not present, but there's a column called salary in rupees, referring to India's currency. Previewing this column, we see that the values contain commas, and the data type is object. To obtain salary in USD, we'll need to perform a few tasks. First, we need to remove the commas from the values in the salary in rupees column. Next, we change the data type to float. Lastly, we'll make a new column by converting the currency. To remove commas, we can use the pandas series.string.replace method. We first pass the characters we want to remove, followed by the characters to replace them with. As we don't want to add characters back in, when we update the column, we provide an empty string in this part of the method. Printing the first 5 rows of this column, we see the commas have been removed. However, the column is still object data type. We update the data type to float. We've looked up the conversion rate from Indian rupees to US dollars, and currently 1 rupee is worth 1.2 cents. To create the salary USD column, we multiply the values in the rupees column by 0.012. Printing the first 5 rows of the original and new column, we can see that values in salary USD are equal to 1.2% of the salary in rupees column. Recall that we've previously used pandas group by function to calculate summary statistics. Here, we find the mean salary in US dollars by company size. While this is useful, sometimes we might prefer to add summary statistics directly into our data frame, rather than creating a summary table. Let's say we would like to create a new column containing the standard deviation of salary USD, where values are conditional based on the experience column. The first step still involves a group by, done here with the experience column. We then select the salary USD column and call pandas.transform. Inside the transform call, we apply a lambda function using the syntax lambda x semicolon followed by a call of x.std. This calculates the standard deviation of salaries based on experience. We can select more than one column and use the value counts method. This prints the combinations of values for the columns we have chosen, in this case, experience and newly created STD dev columns. For example, there are 257 rows with SE or senior level experience, and the standard deviation in salary for this group is nearly $53,000. Unsurprisingly, there appears to be a larger variation in salary associated with the most senior role, executive. We can repeat this process for other summary statistics. Here, we add a column for the median salary based on company size. We use a backslash to split our code over 2 lines, otherwise it is quite long and difficult to read. Previewing the 2 columns of interest, we see the values have been mapped correctly and that medium-sized companies have the largest median salary. Now it's your turn to explore some numeric data.
Oh, so let's explore this numerical data and see what we can learn from it. So flight duration. So we're just going to continue from day 67. If you don't understand all of the words I'm doing here, I encourage you to go back to day 67 where we started this dealing with missing data, data cleaning and imputation, addressing missing data, and so on. So you have a better understanding. So you would like to analyze the duration of flights, but unfortunately, the duration column in the planes data frame currently contains string values. You need to clean the column and convert it to the correct data type for analysis. Seaborn has been imported as SNS. You want to preview the column. That is the duration column, which is this column from here. This duration column. So we need to preview the column. Put in the first 5 values of the duration column. First 5 values of the duration column. And the planes data frame. And select the duration column. Uh, that So this is the first 5 values. You can see the first 5 value of the duration column, which is a what? It contains string values, as you can see. Let's see it here also. You can see same information that we have here, similar to what we are actually seeing in this duration. You can see what we are seeing here. I don't want to go to the top of the table. We have some information there, though. Just name it effectively. Duration column. Remove the age from the column. So we need to remove the age from the column. Based I want to remove the string characters. So we have to remove the age from the column. So I want to remove this H from this column, the H that we have here, H, 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 H. But there's also M in this instance. Plain duration, let's see. Hmm. If you want to remove, we need to do the data frame, planes, Since we want to remove, I'll start to remove. Okay. So it now depends. If you want to remove, if you want to remove and replace, it's different. If you only want to remove, it's kind of different also. Okay, let's remove first. Let's try to remove only. Okay. Duration, clustering, let's remove. Okay, let's remove. So let's use this code, line of code. That replace, so that should be replaced. There's something called remove then. But I don't want to replace with anything yet. So let's just remove the H, comma. Not replacing with anything. Let's run the code and see. Hmm. So we have H here in the first place. So this isn't correct. I'm still seeing the H in this instance. Hmm. Let's submit for, let me see. Oh, that was correct. So I've actually removed it then. So let me just come back here. So I've removed the H from this. So I want to remove this H right here. Let's see, remove the H string. Let's see. It's worked fine. Let's preview it again. Let's see if the H has been removed. You can see the H has been removed. Voila. You can see the H that are in these numbers has been removed. There are still M's in this instance. M. We probably want to remove the M from those column also. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Preview the column. You can preview the column. Remove this character string. Convert to float data type. Now let's convert to float data type. That will be plain duration. Let's copy this again. Just to make use of this. So to convert the data type, you use the ask type function, then floats. That should convert it. It has to convert to float data type. And let's see. So let's double check here. Convert to float data type. Convert duration. Let me write it clearly. To float data type. Let's run that. As it is object data type here. Oh, first string to floats. Wow, wow, wow. There's a mistake somewhere. But we didn't actually remove everything. See, we have M here. So I didn't remove the M. We only remove the H in this instance. They have to mention that I have to remove all the old letters there. Hmm. Let's go back a little bit. Let's go back a little bit. Let's see, we have H here. But this is not showing M in this instance. Oh. So in my instance there, now I have to remove both the H and the M. Hmm. Let's see. Can I remove multiple characters? Let's give it a shot. Okay. Okay, let's get up. I can move the two character like this. Okay, I think I found a solution. Hopefully it works. Let's see. Oh, we ran into an error there. No, we didn't. Let's see this one here. Okay, let's remove the both the H and M in this instance because we have M here. Okay, let's see if this is going to work. Voila. Because I've removed the H and M right now. I convert this to data type now. Come on. Going to convert string to float 525. Why? I've been able to remove the H and M, these two information here, these two characters. Now to convert it to float data type, saying because there's a space here. The space here is not allowing to convert to float data type. It is saying the space as a string. Let's look for solution. Let's see the instance that we have here. The space is this thing that is string. Okay, in this instance there are no spaces here. That's not fair. So the data type I have here is kind of challenging. Duration, there are spaces here. I need to get rid of those space also. Okay, now let's do it again. I need to get rid of those space. Hmm. Let's say 19.0, 5.4, 4.75. So if I have to be careful, if I should remove the space, won't that affect? Because all I just have to do is to add space to this instance here. Add a space here. Let's add a space here also. Okay, you see, the numbers are now back to each other. You can see. We're saying 525, which probably is wrong. Is definitely wrong. Because the information I have is kind of different. Okay, let's continue first. If I preview, it has changed. The data type is not changed to floats. But the only challenge I have is that the conversion is not done pretty well though. But let's continue for now. Preview the okay, that says convert the column floats, convert the column to float data type. That has been converted to float data type. And submit. Plot a histogram of duration values. So an histogram of duration values. So it's plots. It's in data type. Data is equal to planes. Then our x value is going to be the duration column. Beans can just be 20. And voila. So hopefully it will be correct here. Let's see. Oh, it is quite close. It is very, very close, but if you're not careful with the number, you definitely know something is wrong somewhere due to the conversion float we have here. Because the instance that we have here is quite different. Because this one is giving me 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. My values there is showing me in 1,200, 3,400. But it is quite similar. Very, very similar. But not quite similar. Because the first value, the first counter is 1,000. This first counter is over. You see the mistakes. I can see the mistake there. But I'll just troubleshoot all this later. Creative cleaning skills. Once the data was in the right format, you were able to plot the distribution of duration and see that the most common flight length is around 3 hours. Okay. So let's continue. So we have to finish this instance there. Just a second there. So let's continue from where we stopped. So adding the descriptive statistics. Let's do the last part here. So now duration and price both contain numeric values in the plain data frame. We would like to calculate summing statistics for them that are conditional on values in other columns. I think I should try to do this thing very well and get this conversion pretty well. Let's do it again. Well, it's going to affect my analysis. I'm trying to make sure that when I remove the H and M string, this number is actually converted very well, rather than just converting it to over 525 when it is 5 hours, 25 minutes. So you can see, so we need to convert the value based on the minutes. So I'm going to need to multiply it by number of minutes, hours. So we need to convert it to proper decimal hours. So let me see how to do that. Hmm. I need to extract the hours, extract the minutes. Okay. Now, okay, let's start from scratch again. Now I come here, this is the preview of the duration column. We need to extract the hours and extract the minutes. Let's see that. So I'm getting this code from here. Let's add the line of code here. So let's extract the hours, plain hours, plain duration, string extract, offloads. Okay. Hmm. Let's see if we can get this done very well. Okay. Let's delete this first. Oh, hold on a minute. I think I heard a noise outside. I need to check. Okay, I'm back. So in our instance here, we consider we have multiple H, we have an H, we have an M. So we need to get rid of these two first. So we need to get rid of this H and M properly. So you can actually convert this to proper duration, hours, and minutes in decimal. Because if you look at this, it's just converted to 525, 5 hours, 25 minutes is now converted to 525 after removing the H space and M, which is wrong. So let me do it properly first. Okay, hold on. Okay. I think I found something. Okay, let's give it a shot. Let's give this a shot. This is a preview. Now let's see this in action. Just hold on. Okay, plain duration. I want to create a new column called duration plain. So plain duration string replace. Okay, let's run this code. Ooh, ooh. Why? Why was the problem? Well, I really wish to solve this before we continue. But I'm going to end the live stream and solve this and continue from there. How does that sound? That's the best option. That is the best option. I need to look for solution to this carefully. All right, so I'm going to end the live stream for now and continue from here on the next live stream. So we are coming back to this, adding descriptive statistics. We complete this on the next live stream. We start the relationship in data from there. So let's go solve that first. All right, so that'll be the end of the live stream for today. So if you find value in this learning journey with me, do want to support the channel by giving the video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video and on the next live stream on the channel. I will come back to this on the 69 live stream. On the 69, we come back to it, and I have to go and look for solution to that on my own. So I won't just take so much time solving that in this live stream. Bye bye. Go watch the next video or the previous video.